Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Attila. We're playing on the Age of Charlemagne DLC. We're playing with the Age of Vikings mod, of course. Not to get confused, we are playing as Danelaw. So, let's get into the campaign. So, we're starting off our conquest of Ireland. We have Halfdan, King Halfdan leading the charge, and we have Björn Ironside, son of Ragnar. We're invading the northern tip of Ireland. Now, looking at the map, the Kingdom of Dublin. Well, the Vikings here, nearly the Kingdom of Ireland. They've taken Downpatrick in the north, and they've taken Cashel. So there's only 3 more settlements left in Ireland. We currently occupy the entirety of the United Kingdom. So guys, if you still are enjoying this campaign, I really appreciate it if you could hit that like button and subscribe. It's a great way for me to gauge if you're still enjoying the series, liking that is, and also subscribing keeps you up to date. So we've taken the entirety of the United Kingdom, still putting money into our economy. Also have a fleet at London that I'm trying to raise. But, yeah, have some Danes here as well. They are currently sitting in their little villages on the, well, eastern part of England. I currently have a peace treaty with the Duchy of Frisia. I was at war with them. However, since I'm pushing against the, pushing into Ireland with all my armies, I thought that having peace with them is probably a good idea. So, let's quickly recap the family tree as well before we go into some wars. So, trade rights wise, we're making 1500 per turn, and objectives wise, we're heading strong to our Imperium victory. So, Ragnar is deceased, so let's go through his children. So, Uber has a son, Sigurd, who is 9, he is still alive. Halfdan has a daughter, Astrid. Ivar has a daughter, Sigrid. Now, Björn Ironside, who's obviously the heir, will be king one day, has 2 children. He has his daughter, Siggy, who's married to Thorstein, who has, obviously, a lot of children. Björn, Magnus, Torvi, Horolf. So 3 sons. That's great. And Helga is his son. Sigurd, Snake in the Eye, named after Aslog's father, who was a king, has a son, Gorm. So we're going to be declaring war against the Irish, taking down these 3 settlements. So, diplomacy-wise, so the Kingdom of Alarich, the Kingdom of Munster to the south. Some of these names are hard to pronounce. Now, whether or not we go to war with the Kingdom of Dublin, we'll see. Oh, Munster is actually their client state. Interesting. We currently have military allies with the Danes and no one else. I would like to take the entirety of Dublin, so there might be a civil war against the... well, not a civil war. A war against the Kingdom of Dublin, who are from Norway. But regardless, we're going to be trying to take as many settlements as possible before our Danish adversaries take the entirety of the island. So, we'll push upon them now. Perfect. Can we move Björn any more up? No, not really. So, we'll quickly take out the Kingdom of Alarich in one foul swoop. Nicely done. And we have our first territory in Ireland. Now, yeah, I'm quite surprised that the Kingdom of Dublin took so long to expand, to be perfectly honest. Right, let's get Björn Ironside to push upon the next settlement as quickly as possible. And it looks like we're going to be able to do so. We probably could have hit it if I didn't move Björn to the side. Damn it. So we might actually be able to push and take the western half of Ireland. So, let's repair where we can. Let's break down the barracks. Let's repair the food market and the priory. We're currently making 27,000 per turn, and we have our first piece, our first settlement on Ireland. Fantastic. So, let's end the turn and continue. So, I won't declare war on the Kingdom of Dublin. If they do, we will crush them. But I don't really have any ambition to kill my Viking brethren. Oh no, Uber is dead. Now, at least he left a son behind. So the only 3 children of Ragnar that are left is Halfdan, Ivar, and Björn. Uber left a son, and Sigurd left a son as well. So, the Kingdom of Connachtchita. Oh, fuck this. I'm not even going to be bothered saying it. The Irish from this part of Ireland, I can't be bothered learning how to pronounce it because we're about to crush them anyway, have actually taken, it looks like they might be taking Dublin. So quickly take out their settlement, declare war upon them. We won't call our Danish allies. And if they take Dublin, we might be able to snipe Dublin away from the Kingdom of Dublin. How quickly can I push down here? Whose lands are these? Yeah, bugger them. Let's trespass through their lands, because if we can take Dublin, that would be fantastic. We have a piece of siege equipment here, which I'm going to break down, and we have a really decent priory here. So let's repair that, and let's break down that other one. Let's convert this as well to a noble's hall, and let's move Björn away. Can I double time? We can, but I don't think it's really worth it. So let's end the turn. Let's hope that the Irish manage to take Dublin. If they do, we might be able to take Dublin for ourselves, which would be absolutely fantastic. Sniping the Dublin from the Kingdom of Denmark. So let's have a look here. And it looks like they have. So the Irish have taken Dublin, and now we're going to be able to take it as well. Oh, just before Ragnar, obviously not the Ragnar, the Kingdom of Dublin is pushed up. That's fantastic. I wonder if I can move Björn quickly into the battle. He's not going to be quite in range. We do have a threat of a rebellion here, so I can't really move you up. We're going to convert that as best we can, and let's break that down once more. Let's build a sacred spring here, and what can we sort of build here? We'll build a mint once we convert that. Okay, so we'll leave Björn here, ready to throw back any rebels. So we're making 34,000 per turn, and Uber has died. I was trying to get another army there, so maybe we should get Ivar to command the army. Mind you, he's 56. How's Gorm? 15. Sigurd's 10. Björnson's 14. Let's get Ivar, even though he is the boneless, minus morale and public order. Yeah, he's not too bad. So we'll raise Ivar. And 2 more turns before we can upgrade this. I want to upgrade this to a King's Hall. 4,500, so let's save this 3,000 we're going to get per turn and the 2,000 we have in the bank. Let's do a quick save after we're in a pretty good situation here. That worked out well. So if we can take Dublin, how many territories do we have in the region? None. So Ulster will be converting the paganism. So the Kingdom of Dublin have Cashel and Downpatrick. We're going to continue... Okay, we can actually have siege equipment. Alright. We're going to continue the siege. Simply because I might wait for the Kingdom of Dublin's reinforcements. Because we're besieging, they can't take it. But if they move in, they might be able to help us. We'll just have to see. So there has been a rebellion. Okay, but it looks like they've moved out here, trying to flee. And we're going to be able to take Dublin. Not with reinforcements, though. So, let's take it. Nicely done. Let's occupy. Probably should have played that battle, to be honest, but it was still in my favour. They ran out of the settlement like fools. Because we might not end up getting a battle in this part after that. Alright, let's run down these rebels who have fled into their lands. Now, Cork, I would like to take Cork, however, they are a vassal state, but we've come over to Ireland, we've taken 3 territories in quite quick succession. That's fantastic. Alrighty, so what else should we go with now? Maybe a goldsmith. We have this sanitation building. Now in Dublin, because obviously it was the former kingdom of the Vikings capital. That's hilarious that we've taken Dublin so easy. We're going to get some fantastic trade rights across from here as well. Superb. So, yeah, not much else I can really do. Let's end the turn. Looks like the kingdom of, well, they're not even the kingdom of Dublin now, seeing as they don't have Dublin. I guess we just call the kingdom of, I don't know. What are they when they don't have Dublin? If they took the entirety of it, they'd be the kingdom of Ireland, I guess. Okay, so only one more turn before we can get a goldsmith, and let's upgrade these sacred springs to get some sanitational buildings. Let's break down the mead hall, let's break down this fishing port. I'm going to break it down and make a trade, because that's what I would prefer. Okay, we're already getting an insane amount of food, so we can upgrade those buildings later. I want to make this into a King's Hall, which costs 4,500. Torstein has gone up in stats, authority. I think just go with thinker and personal influence. But we've taken the entirety of Scotland, England, and Wales, and we've taken a bit in Ireland. I want to see my relations with the Kingdom of Dublin now. I'm just going to call them that so you know what I'm talking about. Halfdan, we're going to have to pay him off here. Right, let's negotiate with them. So they actually like me quite a lot. Military actions, 87. So is there any chance for an alliance? I'm quite happy to wow, we've got 98,000. There are only two other there are only two other Viking factions in the game, and I want to sort of keep good relations with them. They are my blood. So we have a defensive alliance with the Kingdom of Dublin. Like I said, I had no ambition of attacking them. I didn't really want to. I'm quite happy for them to have the other parts of Ireland. I might take Cork, depending on if they rise up against them. I wonder how much would it cost for a military alliance? 2,000. Accepted. So we have a military alliance with the Danes and the Kingdom of Dublin. Very nice stuff, guys. Okay, so this rebel army is coming up. It's quite a nuisance. Let's get Björn to run down these rebels. Another clear-cut auto resolve. Okay, let's kill the captives and move Björn back now. Right, we're going to be able to recruit a goldsmith, and I want to put that 4,500 that we've saved to upgrade this. I want to have a sort of military front line here in Wessex, Winchester, Canterbury, and London. Björn has taken Dublin, of course. Let's convert this to a trade port when we can, and we'll go with maybe a food market. Settings, we're going to be getting rid of our fish here. Okay, let's move my fleet back to London. And now we need to sort of decide where we're going to start beginning our raids now that we've taken the entirety, consolidated our forces, created a huge Danelaw and Viking kingdom. So, looks like at the moment there was obviously the West Francia versus East. So it looks like, I'm not entirely sure what it looks like. So the Kingdom of the Franks are at war with Brittany and Francia. So Brittany looks like they've actually pushed against the Franks quite significantly. It looks like they're actually the main power in France. But I can't tell what sort of here. So East Francia is at war with Eastphalia. Okay, so a couple of factions in the north. Because Saxony and Eastphalia, look like they've taken some East Francia settlements. The Kingdom of Italy still occupies most of the northern half. Right down in the boot of Italy, the Emirate of Sicily and the Emirate of Bari. Okay, that's very interesting. I've actually taken settlements all the way up in Rome, in Siena. I've actually been to Siena. It's a really lovely city. So the Byzantines have been pushed back to this island here. The Emirate of Cordoba still dominates the Iberian Peninsula, and smaller Taifas, Sevilla and Valencia. So I think maybe we should start a raid on Frisia. Brittany, of course, is probably our next target. I did say I wanted to launch raids against the Franks and maybe in the Iberian Peninsula and Italy. But I think the Duchy of Frisia is a good settlement to take. Maybe even Saxony. Oh, they are military allies with the Kingdom of the Franks and Eastphalia. Holy fuck. They have the Franks backing them in Eastphalia. So maybe not Saxony. However, Frisia seems to be sort of open for the taking. So we might push upon them. Take Utrecht. It would be a really nice trade post. Imagine, obviously, all the Scandinavians, the Vikings, coming down from Denmark, Sweden, and Norway in Scandinavia, stopping off at Utrecht, getting their supplies, then pushing over to the Viking Kingdom. I think that'd be quite cool. So once we get the public order all right in Ireland, we shall push over and take Utrecht, finish off Frisia. So Boulogne is occupied by Brittany, and Ghent is occupied by the Franks. So Björn has gone up in stats. I want to go down to legends. Let's go with bureaucrat and builder for now. Sigvard, obviously just a random other lord. Okay, let's upgrade Björn's army here and end the turn. Even though we haven't had a battle, I've been really enjoying this episode. Been going through a lot of stuff. But let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand. I don't know if I should make this like a full world domination campaign. We've nearly hit my objectives, what I wanted to set out from. I wanted to take the entirety of the United Kingdom, take Ireland and maybe launch some raids and take some overseas territory. But I don't really know if I want to have a full-scale war against Brittany or the Franks. I think the Vikings, if they, well, ever historically took the United Kingdom, I think they'd be pretty content trying to hold these lands. Mind you, they weren't really sort of... Well, they tried to colonize, but I don't know how they would go actually trying to consolidate a large kingdom like this, but it'd be interesting. Obviously, for example, they did do it, having Yarvik and Middlesbrough, but that's only 2 settlements, not a whole fucking country. Modern day. So let's let... I was going to say let's let Halfdan move out, but we still haven't quite fixed our public order woes. Simply because we haven't got overly that great buildings. Now we could go with a mint. I still think we're better off going with a food market from commerce. Let's exempt the regions from tax because they are making me a little bit of money, but I need to fix the public order more than anything. I'm quite happy to sacrifice it. Just so, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Saying we can keep the armies there and it shouldn't be overly too much of a problem. Yeah, I've changed my mind. Let's just leave the armies there. We'll push against Frisia eventually. Alrighty, let's have a look everywhere else. I want to continue to get a fleet, so let's do so. 5 turns before we get the King's Halt, then we're going to be able to upgrade the Champion's Halt when we can get Berserkers, so in 5 more turns. Also, at some point I do need to upgrade the farms in England, even though we do have a... Wow, okay. Nicely done. We'll be able to push upon Munster. Your ally is under attack and calls for your help. The Kingdom of Munster has risen up against their overlords. Aggressor, and they've attacked them. Enter war on allies' side. Decline and break alliance. Their allies, yes, so they've risen up against them. Let's enter war on allies' side. And let's hopefully, if we can quickly move down to Munster, that would be brilliant. Okay, so they've actually... Leicester rebels. How quickly can we get to Cork? I do know Björn's probably going to be able to get there relatively quickly. They do have an army at Cashel, so I think maybe the Kingdom of Dublin might be able to take it before me. We'll get Halfdan to neutralize these rebels really quick. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. Do I actually have military access with the Kingdom of Dublin? Surely I must. Oh, I thought I did. So I've actually probably pissed them off a little bit. Minus 25 for trespassing. Let's offer them 500 for military access. Or maybe, no, yeah. I was going to say maybe it might affect this scenario, but it won't. So we've got military access with them now. I don't mind them moving through my lands. So Björn Ironside is moving down to Cork. Hopefully we can quickly get it. What's happening in Dublin here? We need to upgrade the Sacred Grove. We're still losing a 4 per turn. If we exempt them from tax, we get a 6 per turn. Right, we still have a little bit of money, so I still want to get a huge navy. We need to defend Ireland and the English Channel, of course. Okay. Nothing happened during the intern phase, and Ivar has died. 3 of Ragnar's children are dead. Uber, Ivar, Sigurd, Halfdan, and Björn are the only ones remaining. But it's good to see. Well, did Ivar had a daughter? That's okay. I would have liked them to have more children if I could. So, let's move Björn. And we should be able to take Cork relatively quickly. Nice. Another good order resolve. None of these battles I thought were going to be overly challenging, or... Yeah, but we've taken Cork, we're going to be able to repair, and that is another region in Dublin. But like I said, I'm quite happy to share out Ireland with my Norwegian Viking comrades. So we have Cork now. I didn't actually have a look if Ireland has that much resources. It looks like Cork is the only sort of mine here. That's cool. Let's break down that tower. Let's break down that as well. We're going to repair that in the mine. So we've taken Cork. 2 settlements here. So we don't have Downpatrick or Cashel. So we still have a pretty huge chunk in Ireland moving over pretty late on. So we have, what, the northwestern part. So I guess that's like northwest. That'd be east and that'd be south. So we have the entirety of the northwest, 1 settlement compared to theirs in the east, and then 1 in the south compared to there. But they have Cashel, the biggest settlement in Ireland. But we might be able to change that, of course. Alrighty, because of that conquest, we're losing 19 per turn. We still need to raise an army, but no one really can take the command. Gorm is nearly of age. Sigurd's son. Sigurd's snake in the eye. And Björn's son is nearly of age. So, 3 more turns before we can upgrade the champions to get berserkers. Let's upgrade Tamworth to a logging camp. And what about upgrading the iron and the lead mine? What's my sanitation at? 10. Yeah, maybe we need to upgrade them as well, get some better trade rights. But I think it's time to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Would really much appreciate it. Also, check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I've now put all the download links for this mod because it's been officially released in all the descriptions of the Age of Viking videos now. So you're most welcome to download the mod, play along with me, maybe forge your own Kingdom of Dublin, Danes, or Danelaw campaign. But yeah, my name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more content on Simpzy Total War. I'm getting my words mucked up. I'm a little bit tired. My apologies. It's time to end it here then. Goodbye.